class. Okay, we're going to start off. First thing I want you to think about is one of those places that you've probably gone for summer that you really enjoyed. Can you give me some names of those places that you visited and that you still remember? Yes.
The beach.
Okay, the beach. Do you remember the name? What beach was that?
Huntington Beach.
Oh, Huntington Beach in California. Oh, this is not working. Great. Let's see this one. Huntington Beach. Okay, can I have another one? Can you please keep thinking? Let's see. Give me some more. At least I get 3 more. Yeah.
Lagoon.
Lagoon. What is Lagoon?
It's an amusement park.
Okay, so Lagoon. Okay, and that's an amusement park. What other place?
Disneyland.
Okay, Disneyland. All right, one more.
Las Vegas.
Oh, Las Vegas. Okay. All right. Okay, today we're going to be doing some writing, okay? Today we're going to be starting with one of the steps of writing. We're going to actually look at, sometimes we think of writing as, oh, okay, I get my paper out and what do you want me to write about? And we just start writing there on the spot, whatever we're told to write about. I want you to look up here real quickly, and these are the stages of the writing process, okay? So, can I have one of you please read them out aloud? Let's go through each of the stages that writing involves.
Pre-writing,
Mm-hmm.
drafting, revising, proofreading, and final draft.
Great. But today, we are just going to focus on one of them. And the one we're going to be focusing on is the first one, pre-writing. And pre-writing has 4 steps to it, okay? Which is what we're going to be practicing today. And can I have you please read that for me?
Reason for writing. Who is the audience? Choose the topic. Brainstorm ideas about topic.
And then, yeah, brainstorm ideas about the topic. So, we're going to practice this, okay? So, how we're going to do it is I'm going to go ahead and divide the class into 3 groups, okay? Each group is going to make sure you have a piece of paper and a pencil. Each of you will need that. And we're going to go ahead and divide you in 3 groups. So I'll have group number 1, which is actually going to be group that's going to be called postcard. Okay, so postcard group will be over here, and we'll have 4 of you sit on that table. And then I'll have group number 2, which will be called brochure, right? A brochure, we know that is like a little very small pamphlet describing, for example, a place that usually tourists want to visit, okay? So it's all the information on a place, like, you know, where it's located, what fun things there are to do there. So group number 2, you are called brochure. Group number 3, you will be called letter, okay? So each of you have a piece of paper and a pencil. And the first thing you're going to be doing is we're going to be looking at each of these. And right now, each group, you already know what you are writing, because group number 1, you are called postcard. So you know you will be writing that. The reason for writing is that you're going to be writing a postcard. So in your piece of paper, I would like you to go ahead and write this down, complete this sentence for me. So the sentence says, I am writing and you're going to fill in the blank. What are you writing? For example, group number 1, what are you writing? Good. Postcard. Group number 2, what are you writing? Good. Brochure. And group number 3? Correct. A letter. So each of you are going to fill in that blank, and then the next part that you fill in, you will be doing step number 2, which is who is the audience? So who is that postcard that you're writing going to? Or who is going to be reading the brochure? And the same with the letter. So go ahead and write this on your piece of paper so that you know right now that you have done step number 1 and step number 2. Number 1 is right there because it says I'm writing and you're going to say what you're writing and then to whom you're writing. Okay? So I'll give you a couple of minutes to fill that in real quick. I can see most of you have finished. Okay, so let's go on to the next step in the pre-writing. The next step in the pre-writing is choose the topic. Okay, so we were talking about places that you have visited in the summer and that you thought were really cool places, and we've kind of made a little short list here, but if you've got more and you can come up with any more idea, go ahead and think of one. Now you have to choose one. So if this is our little list, you can't choose all of them. You have to choose one. Which is the place that you're going to be writing about? Where is that postcard going to be coming from? Is it going to be from Disneyland? What is the letter you're going to be writing about? Is it going to be about Las Vegas, your trip to Las Vegas? So go ahead now and choose the topic, okay? And write that down on your piece of paper. Great. All right, now we go on to step number 4. Now, step number 4 takes a little bit more time. Step number 4, we need to brainstorm, which means we're going to be thinking about things that we probably already know about that place, and maybe the things that we don't know and we need to find out. So brainstorming actually may take a little bit more time, especially if you don't know much about the place. If you do, well, great. It's all going to come out from your own little mind, right? You're going to remember those things. But if not, you might need to go and look up and do a little bit of research to get that information, okay? And brainstorming is you're just writing as much as you can about that topic. So go ahead. I want everybody now to take some time to brainstorm, and we have also some laptops that you're welcome to go ahead and Google any information that you need. So you have at least 10 minutes to work on that, and I'll just be walking around if you need any help. But really, it's just writing down, no full sentences. Just write down information that you get that you think, oh, this is useful for my writing. Okay. All right. So time's up, and I can see you have all finished. So we have just gone through the 4 steps of what pre-writing is. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and give out some worksheets to each of you. And I want you to go ahead and work on these worksheets individually, okay? Why? Because this way we will know if you've been able to understand these 4 steps, okay? And you've really got that clear. So I'm going to go ahead and hand that out. And each of you go ahead and finish your worksheet. You have I think you can probably do that in 6 minutes because it's just filling in some blanks. So go ahead and work on that, and we will correct it together as a class. Okay, I can see that everyone has finished. So let's now go ahead and correct our worksheet. And can I have the postcard group go ahead and let's do the first part. We had to order the 4 steps, but before, actually, this was supposed to be out of here because it was You weren't supposed to look at this while you were working on the worksheet, okay? So let's just pretend that was not there, right? And now we'll go ahead and correct. So the step number 1, who can remember what step number 1 was? Yes.
Send a postcard to someone I love.
Okay, that would be in this, we're correcting the top part where it says order the 4 steps in the pre-writing, which is the first one, number 1.
Reason for writing.
Good. So reason for writing. Okay, which one's number 2? Yes.
Who is the audience?
Exactly. And 3? Yes.
Choose the topic.
Okay, and then the last one is? Yes.
Brainstorm ideas.
Okay, great. So there we have the 4 steps in pre-writing. Now, in the next section, we actually had examples of each of these steps, and you had to number them in order. So, well, number them. The first one, for example, says, I will let my grandma know about summer vacation. So, what would that be? Which of the steps would that be? Yes, go ahead.
Number 2.
Number 2, okay, which would be, what's number 2?
Who is the audience?
Okay, who is the audience? Because it says there, it's, I'll let my grandma know, right? Good. The next one says, it's like a little list. And we have made a new friend. It says Huntington Beach in California, ride a bike along the beach, soft sand, strong waves, discovered a great ice cream shop. What does this one sound like? Yes.
Number 4.
Number 4, which is brainstorm ideas about the topic. We can see that that's a list. It's just, things that just come to your mind and you jot them down. Okay, the next one says summer vacation. So what would that one be? Which step? Yes.
Choose the topic.
Right, it's choosing the topic. So we know that that's what we're going to be writing about, summer vacation. And then the last one, send a postcard to someone I love, would be? Yes.
Reason for writing.
The reason, okay? We know we're writing a postcard. Great. And now, the next part was just to go ahead and you had to write the 4 steps, right? Without looking. So if you have this on your piece of paper, that means you did great, and I'm sure you did. I can see that most of you have been able to understand that pre-writing actually has 4 steps, and we need to go through each of them in order to get, to do a good piece of writing. Remember, this is only the first part of the writing process. The writing process actually has more stages. We just looked at the first one, okay? We will be working on the next ones during the week. Okay, thank you.